Hey, how's it going? It's your guy King David. Today I'm gonna be doing a walkthrough of my processing on vocals and mixing a whole vocal session. This is a trap R&B session right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the track for you so you can check it out. Just to give you a good idea. Actually, you know what? Let me take all the processing off. Nah, I'm gonna keep it on. I'm gonna keep it on. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play the track for you so you can see and will hear everything I've done and also see. Check it out.
King, use the plug.
Trap monsters, baby. Kick back on this cool little night. Cool little chick with a move on sight. In the driveway, can't lose my sight. When you sneak round town, motherfuckers turn mice. She's so bad, yeah, I like this type. But all these women so bad for my health, cause they lie like this. I just really want the head. You can have another nigga, baby, I don't really care. Mama ain't raised no snitch. Hold up, mama ain't raised no bitch.
Hello.
Mama ain't raised no snitch ass bitch, so I tell that tale, but I never really kiss. Lies ain't shit, like flies on shit. Why I lie to the scene when you all off script? This ain't Hicks, I am not Will Smith. You was just another bitch on a nigga hit list. Like, lie to a nigga like this, lie to a nigga like that. Lie to a nigga like this, lie to a nigga like that. Lie to a nigga like this, lie to a nigga like that. Yeah, lie to a nigga like this, lie to a nigga like that.
All right, so pretty dope track, and first and foremost, when I do my sessions, after I get done recording, I label everything for what it is, verses, choruses, bridge, everything, so I know where I'm at in the mix. First and foremost, and what kind of effects I should put on whatever session or part of the beat I'm messing with or session I'm messing with. So what I did was I chopped the beat right here to put this lo-fi effect on it right here, and I did that via EQ right here. That's all I have on here. It's an EQ and a multi-band compressor. The multi-band compressor is because I'm actually doing a little bit of automation on the track, and I will show you this. Hold on. Let me bring up my EQ. Well, okay. So this is what's happening during that point.
Mama ain't raised no snitch ass bitch, so I tell that tale, but I never really kiss. Lies ain't shit, like flies on shit. Why I lie to the scene when you all off script? This ain't Hicks, I am not Will Smith. You was just another bitch on a nigga hit list. Like, mama ain't raised no snitch ass bitch, so I tell that tale, but I never really.
And then this is how it sounds without it, of course, just regular beat.
Mama ain't raised no snitch ass bitch, so I tell that tale, but I never really kiss. Lies ain't shit, like flies on shit. Why I lie to the scene when you all off script? This ain't Hicks, I am not Will Smith. You was just another bitch on a nigga hit list. Like, mama ain't raised no snitch ass bitch, so I.
So while that was doing that, there's some high frequencies in this this high pass cut, this high cut, and so what I did was I put the multi-band compressor on there to kind of knock down some of those frequencies in the high range of me messing with the EQ. There's some frequencies that was popping out.
Mama ain't raised no snitch ass bitch, so I tell that tale, but I never really kiss. Lies ain't shit, like flies on shit. Why I lie to the scene when you all off script? This ain't Hicks, I am not Will Smith. You was just another bitch on a nigga hit list. Like,
So,
mama ain't raised no snitch ass bitch.
okay, so First, I did that. Actually, the client wanted me to do a little bit of tape stop effects in there, so I did that. And what I did, I just kind of grouped it up, did the cuts evenly with the beat and the vocals because he wanted simultaneously at the same time. And then I did this right here to get the tape stop effect in Logic. You just chop it, and then you'll have to have your fade tool on and select it. I'm on the Mac, so you would hold down. So used to doing it all the time. Let me see. You will hold command, the command button. Sorry, it's been a long day. But the command button, and then you'll hit slow down from right here when it goes to fade out. Normally, when you select this, you'll see fade in and fade out. You'll just click on that little selection right here, and then go down one, which will be slow down, and you'll be able to get that tape stop effect. This right here. That's what they call it, tape stop.
Mama ain't raised no snitch. Hold up, mama ain't raised no bitch.
Hello.
Mama ain't raised no snitch ass.
So that's how I was able to achieve that. There is some plugins and VSTs that's able to do it, and you can trigger it with a keyboard as well. But for the most part, when I'm in Logic and I'm working with sessions, I just manually do it and get it done over with. The next thing I did was, let me see. Oh, another key thing that I like to do in my vocals is I record first, second, and third vocals all on the same track. I don't do individual tracks. I just do it all on one track. Keep everything level in the same. So if I'm messing with the level for this track, it's leveled all the track, every audio on that track, instead of having to balance it between the first verse and the second verse and the third verse and make sure that they're loud. Yeah, you can put a compressor on there, but you have to make sure everything's even. Just to cut back on a lot of the work time you have to put into that. So I kind of record everything on the same track, and then ad libs on the same track right up underneath it. You know what I'm saying? If there's ad libs, it'll be all on that same track, first, second, and third. And if there's a third ad lib track, then that's what it'll be. I just do everything on one track. Hooks the same way, as you can see. Okay, let me get over into some processing of this track. What I did was, for the beat itself, I put nothing on it at this point. I haven't put any processing on it. I just leveled it because most part the beat has already been mixed and compressed and everything, and it's a good level. So there was no really true need for me to mess with the beat. You know what I'm saying? So, because I know for a fact that it's level or whatnot. Dynamics is there as well. So the thing after that was the main vocal track. I did some auto tuning on there because the vocalist isn't. He's not no Usher or Trey Songz or anybody like that. He's a rapper, but he tends to sing. He has good ideas for singing. He can't hold a tune that well, but he has a good song idea. So I use Antar's auto tune to do some pitch correction on his vocals to make sure everything's in line. I didn't necessarily have to do it on the rap vocals. It's just, I don't know why I have it on her. Actually, I need to just take it off her. But actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep it on her because there is some parts where he's kind of like holding notes on it when he's rapping and stuff. So just kind of keep all that in line with the key of the song, which is the key of the song is D minor. So when you auto tune in, which I may end up doing a tutorial about that as well, because a lot of people don't really get to, they kind of shy away from the vocals and tuning vocals and things like that. And you really, what you're really tuning for is the key of the song, the key of the beat. If you know the key of the beat, then you're able to tune the vocals according to the key of the beat. So for those who don't know. Secondly, I EQ'd I did like 150 to 200 cut on the low end of his vocals because simple fact is just it's not needed. Um, Compressed. Then I did Exciter, right? And then I did a deep breather with waves, and that was just cut back a lot of the breaths and and all that stuff out of the vocals, clean them up a little bit better. But then I ended up busting. This is the processing for this particular channel, which was the main channel. But then I processed everything else because there was a particular there was some reverbs, a reverb that I wanted across a lot of the vocals from the hook to the bridge to the main vocal. I wanted to use the same setting for the reverb, so I had bust everything to an aux track for this reverb right here, which there we go. Put a little pre-delay on there and got the settings just right how I needed it. There's a site you can go to called Delay Calculator, and all you have to do is just put in delaycalculator.com, and all you have to do is just put in the tempo of the beat, and it'll give you the correct settings for reverb and delay on your tracks to give you that pro sound instead of having, sometimes you can have too much reverb or not enough reverb. So just check out that site. I'll leave the link in any website that I've gone to at this point. I'll leave you links to everything so you can use these products and services. But so that way you won't have too much reverb in your vocals or not enough reverb or delay in your vocals. So check that site out. What else did I do? I think I just did another processing noise gate on all the vocals because, like I said, I'm in the home. I don't have a professional booth or whatnot. But my room and my environment for somewhat it is spot padded, so I get a good sound and I cut down a lot of reverb. But you still have some room noise and things like that, and which is good, but a little bit too much for my preference. So I just put this noise gate on here just to kind of cut out all that. And this is throughout the whole, all the vocals is actually routed through this channel right here, through this bus in right here, through this bus in. So my processing is the noise gate, some EQ, debreather again, or de-esser actually, um, multi-band compression, just cut down on a lot of the low and mid and high frequencies to make sure they all balanced. Then I ran it back over again with another compressor just to tighten it up a little bit more after that, and then a debreather. Um, just to cut back on my CP power, CPU power and stuff like that. Having all these this chain on every last track would just do damage to my computer processing. So I just kind of sum it all up by just bussing. And the wise thing is definitely get into bussing. And the way how you would do that is whatever track you want to bust, and you got a favorite plugin or effect you like to use on all your vocals, then just make your bus one that's not, preferably one that's not named already, and it will come up over here. You can name it down here, right? Get your settings right with the plugin that you want, and then this how you activate it is by hitting this little button right here and turning it up. It's like a volume knob. It's adding how much of the effect do you want on this particular track, and so all your vocals can be done like that, in that manner. Next thing is I did a cool little effect right here on the vocals, and how I was able to achieve that. I'm gonna solo that actually. Yeah, play a little bit of it.
You know that I won't. I know that you will. Lie to a nigga like that you will. Like you know that I won't.
And so As you can hear, there was a little bit of this in here, which I want to cut that out.
You know that I won't. I know that you will. Lie to a nigga like.
So just cleaning it up a little bit. And how I would treat this right here, I would actually kind of do a little small fade on it. Like that.
You know that I won't. I know that you will. Lie to a nigga like.
Just to make it a little smoother. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the mixer on this. And so yeah, you know, it's just, let me say that actually. So I have that effect done via auto tune, cause like I said, the vocalist, he's not the best singer, and he doesn't try to be, but he felt like singing that point at that one point, particular song, at this particular song right here, he wanted to sing. So I was there for him to make sure he's taken care of, and that God know about vocals. So yeah, I use Exciter, and then I used this CLA vocals from Waves to be able to get that effect. Actually, it's just a regular preset in here that I use. I didn't tweak it or nothing. Like, I actually liked how it sounded out the box. So without doing any tweaking to it, it sounded really, really good. It was to sound exactly what I was looking for and wanting to achieve at that point, and did good. So I use that. Let me speed this tutorial on up a little bit. We're at 18 minutes. So then, let me see here. I ended up, that's pretty much it really for the most part. That's about as much processing I was putting on there. So what I'll do, I'll play the whole full track and let you get a whole full sample of it. Check it out.
King, use the flow.
Trap monsters, baby.
Kick back on this cool little night. Cool little chick with a move on sight. In the driveway, can't lose my sight. When you sneak around town, motherfuckers turn mice. She's so bad, yeah, I like this type. But all these women so bad for my health, cause they lie like bears. I just really want the head. You can have another nigga, baby, I don't really care. Mama ain't raised no snitch. Hold up, mama ain't raised no bitch. Hold up, mama ain't raised no snitch ass bitch. So I tell that tale, but I never really kiss. Lies ain't shit, like flies on shit. Why I lie to the scene when you all off script? This ain't hits, I am not Will Smith. You was just another bitch on that nigga hit list. Like, lie to a nigga like this, lie to a nigga like that. She will. Lie to a nigga like this, yes, lie to a nigga like that. Lie to a nigga like this, lie to a nigga like that. Yeah, lie to a nigga like this, lie to a nigga like that. I just wanna sit back and reflect on the shit that we did. Fucked in the car, was crazy how you did the same thing to one of my niggas who knew. When I introduced, I was dumb, I induced. You say you was sorry, you was on the juice. Drunk out your mind, you was showing me proof. Baby, it's cool, joke is on you. All of my niggas, we pass them around. You catching them feelings, we feeling you out. I know, yeah, I'm honest, but I don't know how to lie to a girl with a dick in her mouth. Mad at you silly, we dicking you down. And your friend is next, yo, we picking them out. Picking them out. If you down for the team, bitch, you down for the count. Down for the count. Down for the count. It is what it is. It is what it is. You lie to a nigga. Lie to a nigga. Swallow his kids. Swallow his kids. Ironic it is. Ironic it is. How your daddy was home. You down for the count. Down for the count. Can't leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm feeling the vibes. Feeling the vibes. And feeling myself. Feeling myself. I know you confused. Fuck it, oh well. I'm cold as the winter. cold as a kill. You know that I won't. I know that you will. Lie to a nigga like this. Lie to a nigga like that. Lie to a nigga like this. Lie to a nigga like that. Lie to a nigga like this. Lie to a nigga like that. Yeah. Lie to a nigga like this. Lie to a nigga like that. Back in effect, the summer is mine like I just wrote a check. Nike your sweats, alert on the set. You thinking to me while I'm thinking to sex. Well, yes, one of your friends, your best. Before you had periods, now you delirious. Thinking like, damn, is this nigga serious? Talking all out in the phone like that Siri, bitch, nigga, I'm on. Baby, what is it? You feeling alone? Well, trust me, you not. Cause girl, I got plenty on plenty. You done with the bull, so you Derek and Jimmy. I'm chilling with Derek, he rolling the Jimmy. I keep it 100, you can't find that many. Cause really it's not. You do as I say and I'm saying a lot. Reason. Lie to a nigga like this. Lie to a nigga like that. Lie to a nigga like this. Lie to a nigga like that. Lie to a nigga like this. Lie to a nigga like that. Yeah. Lie to a nigga like this. Lie to a nigga like that. Lie to a nigga like this. Lie to a nigga like that. Lie to a nigga like this. Lie to a nigga like that. Lie to a nigga like this. Lie to a nigga like that. Yeah. Lie to a nigga like this. Lie to a nigga like that. Now.